feel like went wrong in the second half with Pitt being able to come back on you guys?
I think they did a good job of getting to the basket, taking it all the way to the rim. That kid, number 11, kind of imposed his will on us in the second half, and we just got to do a better job of keeping guys out of the paint.
You got off to a pretty hot start shooting the ball, but then it was like a gap between when you really got the ball again. Do you feel like you guys still have stuff to work out in terms of the flow of the offense?
I feel like if any team says they have it, perfectly figured out at this point of the season, I think they're wrong. I think you saw what we can do. At games like Ohio State and Michigan. How good we can be, and we just need to figure out how to be more consistent and be able to do that every time we play. I think continuing to get the ball inside to Armando is something that needs to be something we need to hang our hat on going the rest of the way, and I think that was what was helping us hold the lead. We went away from that a little bit, and I think just continuing to do that all year long is going to really help us out a lot.
Pete, on the other end, with Burton, he's obviously a good player, but just in terms of a matchup, was he difficult for you guys with your personnel and their personnel, the way they like to play? I mean, I know you guys tried different guys on him, and he had a good night or a good day.
Yeah, they did a good job of showing us different ball screen looks. It was nothing that we hadn't gone over, but continuing to switch up the play and switch up the angles of the ball screens and stuff, and then he's a strong dude, so he was able to kind of get all the way to the basket and really put pressure on the rim, which opened up some shooters too. There sometimes in the second half. So a lot of credit to them in their execution.
Is this just a simple road loss, or is this a step back? Armando felt like he felt like you guys were making progress after those last two games specifically. But does this feel like this happens on the road, or is this something like more foundational?
I think it can be a step back if we let it be. I think we need to keep moving forward and not let it be a step back. I think a lot of that comes just with the mentality towards how we're going to go into the next game. And I think this is a game that we got to try to forget about and move on quickly because we know what kind of team we can be. And I think what kind of team we were in the first half. At certain times, I think just being able to be more consistent. I think, like to answer your question, I don't think it's a step back.
You guys are up 9, just under 12 left. They called the timeout, and then they went on a 31-14 run. That's a position where, at some point, this team should be able to put their foot on the other team's throat and just sort of seal the game. What does it require to be that team, and what does today tell you about how far away you guys are from being that team, applying that?
I think it's just. I don't think we're far away at all. I think there's a few plays. When you have a team down, I forget what it was, 7 or 8 or 9.
9, yeah.
Yeah, get to 9 a couple times.
You're right there, and I think it's really 1 or 2 or 3 plays that lets them the momentum back in their favor. So I think just being able to clean that up and staying solid and not getting complacent with the lead that you have. I think that's something that we can definitely get better at, and we will get better at.